Hello all, welcome back once again to another interesting episode under the Azadi Kambat Mahasab story series by Momish of Reviews. Today I'm going to talk about one famous personality from Chennai who has so many firsts to her credit. She is the first Bharatnatyam dancer, world famous Bharatnatyam dancer, first woman who got nominated for Rajya Sabha, and she has so many first credits to her name. But I'm going to talk about the interesting aspect of her life in which she started working for the animal welfare, and she is one of the first animal welfare activists who has started raising her voice for the voiceless poor animals. As we all know, Bharatanatyam has been originated or taught to us by Bharatamuni. Bharatamuni is the author of Natya Shastra, and in fact, his name itself signifies the different aspects of Bharatanatyam. Ba meaning feelings, Ra means raga, Ta means talam, which says that the dance is a form of expression of about your one's own feelings with the support of raga and tala, that is the music and the instrumental instruments. In fact, Bharatanatyam is referred as one of the forms of worship to the Lord. As we all know that Shiva itself is a big dancer, and we all talk about Shiva Tandavam and all that stuff. But somewhere down the line, during the medieval history of India, the dance has been limited only to Devadasis or the people who dance in the temple, and the dance forms are all looked down, and they felt that high society ladies or the people from the well cultured backgrounds cannot even see dance, forget about dancing. And but all our ancient temples has huge sculptures about people dancing, including kings and queens and everybody. But where exactly this dance has form has got lost, nobody can pinpoint whether it's because of the multiple invasions that happened in India, or whether it is because of something else. We don't even know what's the real reason. But it is people like Rukmini Devi Arundale who actually got dance back into the public form. Rukmini Devi Arundale was born in the year 1904 in Madurai, but she grew up in the lush green fields of the Theosophical Society in India. I hope you all remember that the Theosophical Society in Chennai has been inaugurated by Annie Besant near the on the banks of the Adyar River. Like obviously, apart from the purity of the nature and the surroundings, Rukmini Devi Arundale also got influenced by the Theosophical philosophy. And she started interacting with so many Theosophists during her childhood. And in fact, she was totally mentored by Annie Besant, because Annie Besant liked the fiery nature of Rukmini Devi, and so she kept on introducing her to the various thoughts that were running in the Theosophist's mind at that point of time. And during that process, she got closer to George Arundale, and that friendship has blossomed into a marriage, which was kind of going against the norms of the society at that point of time. But Rukmini Devi it didn't care about what the society says or what other people think, as long as she had the support of her parents and her husband and the blessings from the mentor, which she has plenty. And after marriage, also, she is one person who cannot sit quiet in the kitchen, in the house, or her activities cannot be controlled only to the household premises. So she was actively participating in the various meetings of the CS office. She was touring the entire world along with Annie Besant and George Arundel. During one of those long journeys, she got to meet the famous ballerina Anna Pavlova from Russia. And when she started discussing about the dance forms, how the dance is evolving and stuff like that, Anna Pavlova is the first one who suggested that why don't you look at different dance forms in India, because India is so well known for its various different dance forms across the country. And in fact, every state to state, there are so much of changes in the dance forms. And uh, that seed actually took the germination in her mind, because she got to interact with so many other people in the Theosophical Society who were actually, building some dance dramas and stuff like that. When they are trying to revive the ancient dance forms of different countries. So she took the advice of Annie Besant and then went and met Pandanallur Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai, who is a well-known guru at that point of time for Bharatnatyam. Though the Bharatnatyam as a dance form was not being taught to the ladies from the highly established families or high society ladies, Rukmini Devi decided to learn dance from her Guruji, and she went and persuaded him to teach her the Bharatanatyam dance form. And she performed for the first time on the stage in the Theosophical Society in front of all the foreign delegates. In fact, there was a small anecdote which people say that for that performance, her Guru didn't turn up because he was scared how it will be perceived by so many people who are watching Bharatanatyam dance recital performed by high society lady at that point of time. In fact, there are so many people who are so against Rukmini Devi performing, taking the stage and performing this dance recital, came in with the intention of throwing tomatoes and other things to stop her performance. But everybody, it seems, got totally spellbound by her dance performance, way in which the beauty in which she enacted the entire dance drama and the way she conducted herself, which didn't give anybody any chance to talk negatively about the Bharatanatyam dance as on the whole. Uh, and so she started, and that is it. Then when people started appreciating it, uh, Rukmini Devi Arundale started working hard on preparing and fine tuning a lot of other dance dramas as well, like Kumar Sambhavam, Musha Parniyam, and a lot of other more dance performance, which I cannot. If I start talking, it will become. It will, my this session itself will stretch for more than 1 hour. So while she started working on all these different dance dramas, she understood that there are so many misnomers surrounding Bharatanatyam dance. The reason being, it is being mostly, played only by Devadasis in the temples, and obviously erotica has creeped into their dance dramas, and the dresses which they were using were also totally, giving rise to the erotical feelings and stuff like that. So she started designing dresses which can actually cover the entire body of the Danube, but also will be comfortable for her to dance. And she is one of the maybe I can say the pioneers who has designed the Bharatanatyam dress, which currently people all over the world use. And she also designed the jewelry. She made after studying so many sculptures on the temple walls, after consultation with so many gurus and stuff like that. She also designed so many cotton sarees which the Danube can wear apart from off the stage, which will still be elegant and can easily make the other people recognize that she's a Danube. And these sarees are all pure cotton sarees, which were in which only the organic colors are used from the trees and the plants. No other chemical colors are used because of the sensitivity. I need to tell one simple fact here. Whenever Rukmini Devi Arundale was performing for her dancers, she was not using much of the makeup because she felt that makeup, even at that point of time, was being used and tested on the animals first. So this is the time where we can really see her sympathy towards the voiceless animals. As she started working so hard and she started giving the dance dramas across the world, and she started getting a lot more disciples. And that's when Rukmini Devi, along with her husband George Arundale, had decided that it is time for them to open a school where the Bharatanatyam as a dance form will be can be taught to students who are coming from different backgrounds of the society without any caste barrier or without any socio-economical barrier. The only thing that to be considered here is that the people should be really interested in learning dance, and dance is a form of spiritual liberation for that peer, for the students as well as the guru, and it is the short uh, shorter route for reaching the god through the dance, because in the earlier days dance is treated as a form of expression for or expression while worshipping the god, isn't it? So that is when she decided to and opened up the Kalashatra school or Kalashatra Foundation in 1936. In the beginning, he started working on the Theosophical Society grounds, and later, when they got land pretty much next to the Theosophical Society, this couple moved the Kalashatra Foundation to the current location in Chennai, that is in Tiruvannmayur, and still the teachers, the professors who work in Kalashatra Foundation teach the dance as per her principles, as per philosophy. Because of all this hard work and because how she's actually getting name and fame for Bharatnatyam dance, how she's popularizing Bharatnatyam dance, President Rajendra Prasad Babu Rajendra Prasad has nominated her to Rajya Sabha, the first woman who got nominated to Rajya Sabha in 1952. And she is one person who cannot sit quiet or just say thank you for any nomination, right? She used this Rajya Sabha membership to start talking about the animal rights, the animal welfare in the Rajya Sabha, and she wanted to bring attention of the government about the plight of the animals in the newly independent India. Because as a child, she has seen so many animal sacrifices in the temples, and she always says that the look of the animals just before their sacrifice has really moved her, and that is the reason why she couldn't forget those looks, and she wants to talk to them. Just because they don't have a voice, we are using them for the animal sacrifices in the form of worship to the god, which is not to be done. And so but the first time when she has introduced this bill about the prevention of cruelty towards animals, the bill got vetoed away because it was not technically correct. Then Rukmini Devi Arundale went to so many slaughterhouses, workshop, laboratories, meat shops, every fish and the places where the fish are being sold, fish stalls, everything, to understand how things are happening, why the places where the animals are getting traded, what are the types of cruelties the animals are facing at different places at different points of time. And she made a very detailed bill regarding that, and it got passed in the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha in 1960, and it is known as the Prevention of Cruelty Towards Animals Act. Even after that act, she was not the one who could keep quiet. She already started using dance dramas to highlight the spread the awareness about the animal cruelty in India. Now that she has the legal weapon, which she used also effectively to spread awareness about the animal cruelty in India, how people should consider, uh, give equal treatment or fair amount of treatment for the animals, with the stray dogs, the stray cattle, goats, sheep, any animal for that matter. And because of a continuous work in this area, Indian government has decided to install an animal welfare board of India, which will handle all the disputes regarding how the animals are being treated and how the pets are being treated, how different things are being managed either in the farms, in the slaughterhouses, in the laboratories, in the factories, leather factories, and everywhere. And has become the first president of the Animal Welfare Board of India. Not only that, she also has become the first president of the World Vegetarian Congress that was held in India in 1957. At that point of time, she said that vegetarianism is not just the food which we eat, it's a way of a life and the way we submit ourselves to the God. Indian philosophy teaches vegetarianism in such a way that each and every person, the animal, the plants, are all how to basically go hand in hand together. Only if we take care of the animal properly, we'll get good food from the animals, and the same way if we take care of the plants without giving them any chemical fertilizers and stuff like that, then only we can get healthy food, and then only we can really become a true vegetarian. In fact, and she not only spoke these words in the Congress, but she really believed these words to such an extent that even during the old age, when she was like on the deathbed, you can say, when she got admitted into the hospital, she still denied taking medication because she knew that all these medicines were tested on animals who doesn't have any say in their in those experiments. So she didn't want to get treated with those medicines, which shows her determination and will that about and her sympathy towards the animals, the voiceless animals, who for whom she has become their voice in talking. I hope at least some people who after listening to this video or seeing this video will understand and will empathize with her activities and start becoming another ambassador for those voiceless animals. There are so many ambassadors nowadays for these animals like Menaka Gandhi, Amla, Akineni Amala, and all those people. But whatever work they are doing is not sufficient, because you can see how the cattle are being ill-treated, how the dogs are being ill-treated, the stray dogs, which are actually which got the entire colony at night, just because one stray dog has taken a bite on some person. We are all trying to kill the animals. Birds are disturbing for people who say that the bird sounds are disturbing them and bringing them out from their meditation or the puja. If animals don't survive in this planet, we cannot live. If that is a message which we can all derive from Rukmini Devi Arundale's life. And I hope at least you will remember this message and live for based on that in future. That's all is the video for today. I hope you like it. Let's meet tomorrow with another interesting episode. Till then, bye bye.